Hey everybody, it's December 4th, 2016, and welcome to the very first airing of the LadyRican Show. Shout out to all y'all lovely people tuning in. So my show will focus on a lot of different topics every week, and it'll be something new and exciting. As my first segment, I wanted to answer any questions y'all had for me, and there was a couple. And the number one question was, is LadyRican Puerto Rican? Yes, I'm Puerto Rican. I'm mixed across the spectrum with black, white, Hawaiian, and of course Puerto Rican. But predominantly, I am Puerto Rican, grew up in the culture, and I love my culture. I can go on. Today, I also have Mr. B. Wright on my show. Welcome, B. Wright.
Hey, thanks for having me. How you doing?
You're welcome. No problem. Thank you for coming on the show. I'm doing great. So yeah, I'll be interviewing you later on in the segment, and he'll also be, chipping in and whatnot with the questions. My second question was my views on presidency. I actually don't know what to think. All I can do is hope, keep faith, and keep living. God is in control and Jesus saves. And, I have to answer to the mighty Lord one day, not, a simple human who just wants to run America like a business, right?
Right, of course. And that's exactly what Trump, in my opinion, his mindset is. He's just going to try to do his business planning, and hopefully America doesn't sink like the rest of his, stuff that he's done in the past.
Do you have faith in him that he could, run the country, but put everything aside, like all of, his shenanigans, all of his outbursts? Besides that, as a businessman, do you think he can?
No, simply because he has more failed businesses than successes that people don't know about.
Okay. But, he has got, other important people in the White House to help him, to back him up, and,
I mean, that's any politician. All politicians, who hit the White House have a team. So a team really doesn't really make the difference, in my opinion, because you got people, you have yes men, and you got people that say no. And most of them just going to be a yes man to tell him, yes, that's a good idea to whatever he does because he is the president. Well, to be.
Yeah, president to be. Yeah. But, it's set in stone now, pretty much. So, I just want to keep faith and, just keep hoping that everything will go the right way. And, in 2020, they were saying that Kanye was going to run for president. What do you think about that?
Kanye running for president? It's about the same thing I thought when I heard Trump was running for presidency. So, I mean, there's really not too much I can say these days. If you're famous and got money, you damn near, you can run for whatever you want to do.
True. Which this brings me to my third question, my thoughts on Kanye. Well, the mainstream music industry is scary. If you listen to these songs that the artists are crying, they're really crying. I personally don't care too much for his music, just because he just seems very arrogant, and that's just not my type of music. But, his well-being, that's something different. I think he had to do what he had to do to, stabilize his mind. Just like Cudi, Spears, B.O.B. There's also, plenty more. What do you think about Kanye? What are your thoughts on Kanye and his rehab?
Well, Kanye West had made some statements that a lot of people didn't agree with during his concert and his show, and I feel like anytime an artist speaks out more than just talking about music, there's always a pretty big repercussion for them, and I feel like that's what he's going through. They really just don't want artists to have a political view or standpoint because that influences too many people. Mm-hmm. So with Kanye breaking out of that, kind of forbidden thing of not speaking on what he did, he knew what he was asking for. And not just on that point either, just the whole, his whole persona is easily attacked by the mainstream and people just because they really don't understand him. But at the end of the day, I don't think he understands himself anymore.
Okay, yeah. I can agree with you on that. The mainstream is just different. It's been different since the 90s up until now. the 90s generation of music, it was so much more meaningful, so much more powerful, and so much more than now. Like, I believe the mainstream now is just corny. A lot of them are pulling publicity stunts just to gain more exposure, starting to think all these disses are fake disses, just for our entertainment and their exposure. And we're freaking like we just go along with it. That is just corny to me. All that mumble jumble the radio plays, what good is that for the soul?
Yeah, yeah, true, true. I couldn't agree more. You said it right there.
Yeah, and that pretty much music influences the soul. That's what Mitsum G is about, right? Influencing the soul positively.
True that, true that. That's what we do, man. We make the music and we influence you to have a positive outcome.
Indeed, indeed. And everybody struggles. This is the motivation part of my segment. Pretty much, everybody has a struggle. And normally I would just, ask people to tell me their daily struggle so I could talk about it. But today I want Be Right to inform me of what do you think people struggle with daily?
I think people struggle with daily on the internal part of their mind, like kind of like what's going on with that new little Mimi that's hitting the wave.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, the frog Kermit.
yeah,
Yeah, like battles with yourself.
exactly, exactly. Those are really what's happening. So I feel like a lot of people internally don't know what to do. I think a lot of people just out here living and trying to live day to day, but I feel like there's always a wrong and right way to do things. And I feel like that struggle is just what plays into everyday life. So we need some more balance in the youth, some more balance in the music, and more balance to our everyday life. So I think that's what a lot of people struggle with.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And what do you think? How can we assist with that struggle? Like, do you think maybe, is it just others encouraging others, stop putting others down, help and guide each other?
Yeah, that's a lot to do with it, but before that time happens, we got to change ourselves. We can't change the world if we don't do that. But that's really what it is. We need we need people to start showing kindness and love again, and
Compassion, yeah.
yeah, all those good things.
Okay. Well, how about this? Everybody who's listening, I would actually like you to show compassion to at least 2 new people a day. You think they'll do it, Be Right?
Yeah, LadyRican said it. They'll definitely do it.
All right, 2 new people. And if you guys do it, just go ahead and tweet me. And I'll go ahead and I'll do something special for y'all. And so now we're going to interview Be Right himself. So Be Right, you just dropped Name for Myself, that album. How was that? I've been seeing crazy mad love about it. How you feel?
Well, I finally released my first album, my first solid project. I put everything I had into it. The love has gotten back has been tremendous. It hasn't stopped since it started. I'm still pushing forward. I have new music coming. I have a couple videos I'm doing right now, and I'm really impressed. For just how well it came together. You always can plan as much as possible, but to see something come in tuition the way that you designed it and you figured it would is always a blessing, and I thank God for that. But I'm not quite where I want to be. I'm still pushing the album. People are still hearing it. I'm making new fans every single day, and but overall, I enjoy it. Like, there's not a favorite song on there. I love the whole project and as a whole.
Now, when you say you're not where you want to be, where do you want to be? You have all of these crazy fans, loving your music. Everybody's saying, oh, it's dope. Oh, it's fire. Yeah, I just copped it. Yeah, and whatnot. What more are you looking for?
I'm really just looking to be at a point to where if I drop a project a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, it'll be okay because have reached so many people, done enough things where my music is timeless, and I feel like I make timeless music, no doubt about that. But the level I'm looking for It's probably going to take a little bit while longer for me to reach, maybe a good year and a half, maybe two, or it could come quicker. You know, just depending on how God is planning and blessing. But
Yep, God will definitely lead you in the right steps, most definitely. Yeah. And so I see you have new merch. You have t-shirts and sweatshirts and hoodies.
yeah, I got a lot of new sweatshirts, t-shirts, hoodies. The merch store has been going off the hook. A lot of fans have been purchasing. I appreciate that. You can go get yours at shop.officiallybrightmusic.com, and that's shop.officiallybrightmusic.com. So, the link
Y'all
is under
go
there.
make
Yeah,
sure you
go copy
guys
one.
cop those hoodies, especially that Be Right hoodie, the one with your picture right in the front. That one is my favorite.
Thank you.
Yes. Um so yeah, thank you so much. And I just want to thank Be Right for being on the show, as he will be on regularly. Be sure to follow me on both Twitter and IG at LadyRican14, LadyRican14, and email or tweet to ask questions on my next show or to be interviewed. Lady Rican outie.